Hi guys, and welcome to How's It Right. Today we are going to cook the perfect hard-boiled egg. This is a little technique I picked up in culinary school years ago, and with Easter right around the corner, I think it's a good project for our review today. So once this is done, we're going to rate them and see how they came out. So what we're going to start with here is 4 eggs. And these are at room temperature. Now you can use 6, you can use 8, you can use 10, whatever. And you just modify your pan to fit those eggs. And I need a pan to boil the eggs in that has a fairly tight lid. So I'm going to place my eggs in the pan. I have my lid here, which we're going to use later. And we're going to cover these eggs right now with about 1 inch of water. Actually, you just want to make sure that the eggs are covered, and we're good to go. So let's move to the sink and get some water, and then from there we'll move to the stove and get some heat. Now, I hope that these eggs turn out to be a good example, get it, example of what a perfect egg should be. So we're going to cover these eggs with water. As I mentioned, we want it to be about 1 inch above the eggs. But as long as you cover them, no big deal. That was pretty easy. So let's move on to the stove. Alrighty, now that we have our eggs covered with water and they're on the stove, we're going to turn on the burner and we're going to turn it on to high. And what we're going to do is we're going to let this water boil, or not exactly boil, but to the point where it starts to boil. You'll see some little bubbles accumulate at the bottom of the pan. We're starting to get some accumulation of bubbles here, but that's not what we're looking for yet. One thing I didn't mention, when you get your eggs and they're at room temperature, make sure there's no cracks in them, because that doesn't help when they're hard boiling. Okay, you can see the little bubbles forming over here nice and quickly. We're almost there, just a little bit. We just want to be shy of it coming to a full boil. And that's exactly what we want to see right here. At this point, we're going to turn off the burner. And the reason I did that now is because I have an electric range. I don't want it to get any hotter. At this point that we have that, just like that, just exactly what you see, we're going to put a lid on it and start our timer for 17 minutes. Eggs have been covered for 17 minutes. Now it's time to get rid of the hot water and replace it with cold. We want to cool those eggs down. Alrighty, let's drain this hot water out. And we're going to fill that pan up with cold water. And we want these eggs to cool down. Probably going to take about a half hour to an hour. So you don't want to be in any hurry for your eggs. Don't make them at the last minute. And that's it. Our eggs are in cold water, and we're just going to let them set there probably a good half hour, 45 minutes. We want them to get cool. Wouldn't even hurt to put them in the fridge. At this point, when you're ready to use them and color them, they'll be ready for you, and they will be good. And there we have it, our perfect egg. Or is it? We won't know until we cut it open. So let's see what it looks like inside. Look at that. Perfectly done hard-boiled egg with a gorgeous creamy yolk. The white isn't rubbery at all. I mean, it's just perfect. So guess what, guys? I gotta give this recipe, or technique, whatever you want to call it, a 5. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you soon. And have a great Easter. It's right around the corner. Bye-bye.